I'm Erin Reed makes for Real Leather, and let's pull out your laser to make a pair of earrings and a necklace using craft lace and your suede trim. And I'm picking kind of an escharous design to go with my medium brown suede trim, but you can pick whatever design works for you. Now, also, if you don't have a laser, there's another kind of workaround that you can do with this. There are also trims that have designs on them, and you can just use either your rotary blade or your scissors to cut out that pattern in your leather. So that is kind of a workaround for that in case you don't have a laser. So now I did circles, and you're gonna need 3 total, or whatever shapes you're having to use. You need a pair for the earrings, and you're gonna need 1 for the pendant of the necklace. I did a circle within a circle to create kind of a fun shape, and then I have like the fun pattern that is being etched on there, and then again 1 for the necklace. So now these are all fun and cut out. Look how pretty they are. They're so much fun. And on the back side, they are plain. So this, as you can see here, what they first started out looking like. I put 1 off to the side because we're going to do the necklet second, and we're going to do the earring first. We'll do 1 individually. So when we're applying our elements here, super simple, we're going to come in here, and I want to really see the colors that are happening. So that's why I went for a very large jump ring here. That's these big rings. You could do smaller ones if you want to, but I'm just keeping them nice and big. I like the largeness of this. And then one of the things I like to do is I like to come in and kind of offset. I'm going to do this so you can really actually see. I'm going to take my pliers, and I'm going to take right here, and I like to twist, because when I put the earring in my ear, I want it to actually twist and go the right direction. And then I'm going to place this in here. I feel like earrings are actually quite simple to kind of feed through. And then we are going to close this. If you want to do a smaller jump ring here, you can. I like having it nice and oversized because it just kind of accentuates the whole earring look for me. And then just really make sure this gets nice and closed. And that's as hard as that gets. It's just a nice oversized earring. Look at that. Such a cute pair of earrings. I absolutely love them. And let me tell you, they are like the lightest earrings you could possibly wear. I actually walked out with these for a hot minute. I had to go pick up my daughter from school. I forgot I had them on. They are so stinking lightweight. Like, they're just great. Okay, now let's get on to the necklace. I am using this lace trim right here, and this has got 3 colors. I love the metallics of all the fun colors. There is just so many fun colors in here, but there is loads and loads of these colors that are in the craft laces. There is another one, oh, here it is, hiding off to the side. This is just another variation of some fun colors that are out there, but there is lots of other colors that you can get. And also, to digress, there's also other fun colors of the suede lace out there too. There's blacks, and there's also blues, and there's just oodles and oodles of colors. So if the browns are not quite your jam, then go with a different color. Same to go with a necklace. So again, you can pick and choose whatever colors work for you. But we're going to stick with these tones because that's kind of, speaking my jam right now. We're going to pick out we're going to go with all 3 strands because it comes as a 3-pack. But if you want to do a single strand and just have like 1 single strand on your pendant, your necklace, you can do that. And we're going to make this kind of longer, but if you want to make it a shorter necklace, you can make it shorter. And all I'm doing is I'm taking a section, as long as they come off together, and I am just going to wind it off. So hard so far. And I'm going to measure it to fit for the length that I want to have on my neck. So just grab the 3 ends together here and measure, and about there. I want this to land about there, but wherever it works for you, that's where you're going to want to get it to land. So if you want it to be a little higher on your neck, if you want to have it to be a little lower, we're going to braid these. So since we're going to be braiding them, it's going to end up shortening as it hangs down. If you don't want to braid it, that's fine too. You can leave it as is. However you want it, you want to twist it, but we're going to braid it for this particular video. So I'm going to go a little bit longer because it's going to get shortened. I also like to go a little bit longer than I anticipate it because it's going to get cut, and what if I make an oopsie? So give yourself a little bit of room to groove. So even though I'm going to have it land about here on my neck, I'm going to give myself a little longer just to be careful. All right, so this is where I'm going to cut, and then we're going to go ahead and braid it. Give yourself a nice knot. All right, so I already have like a little tether right here, so that way I can hold it and give myself a nice braid. And I'm gonna go ahead and braid this going all the way down. And I'm just doing a standard 3 braid. Don't have to go anything fancy here. All right, so here is our final braided. And again, like this is where it's braided. Look, how it actually came out a lot shorter than I thought, but that's okay. It's gonna hang a little bit nicer. And when it comes down and hangs, it's about where I thought it's gonna be anyway. So I took it a lot longer than I thought, and look how much shorter it got, but that's cool. Now we're gonna add in some of the fastenings for it. Now you could get away with just like tying a knot in the back if you went long enough, and then you could just tie it around your neck. If you don't wanna deal with like fastenings and stuff, you could just tie like a loose tie at the end. Totally fine. Go for that if you just don't wanna mess with it. But if you wanna get into doing some kind of cool fastenings like the earring parts, then let's try that. Now this is a wire I've had for a very long time. This is actually a thinner wire. There are thicker wires that are out there. This one is just on the thin end. So take a nice long section. Don't ask me what the thickness of this is. I've had this for a very, very, very long time. I'm gonna take way more than I need. And then we're gonna need some pliers. So I have a couple of sets of pliers. We're mostly gonna be using this like flat edge wire. I just did a little snippy snip. If you don't have snippy wires, you could use a pair of scissors to snip if that works for you. And we're just gonna undo our knot that we had here at the end. And I'm going to try to get my braid to go as close to the edge as possible. It's gonna give us a little more length to our necklace as well. Okay, now one thing we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna try to make this as even as possible. So I am gonna use my scissors, and I'm going to trim this to try to even these. So when you're looking at this, we're trying to make this nice and even. I'm gonna lay this down, and I can always kind of braid that in a minute. And I'm gonna take my wire, and I am going to fold my wire a few different times. I'm kind of thickening up my wire because I don't really have thick wire. And I'm just kind of getting it a little thicker. If you've got fancy stuff for making jewelry, then you can use that. I don't have that on hand. So use what you got. Use what you got. And then I'm gonna kind of twist this up. So I've got the end of my braid. I'm gonna put my wire right here. I'm gonna hold that braid, and I'm going to wrap. I'm gonna do a couple wraps, and then I'm gonna show you what this looks like, just to kind of hold it together. So I've got the end of the wire, a couple wraps, and I'm gonna start wrapping it towards the end. And then I'm gonna do a little loop. And this is a loop that we're gonna end up clamping on. And I'm gonna do a little twist. And then loop back on itself. And that is where you're gonna kind of get your clamp on. So that's as one end. Easy peasy. The other side is exactly the same as the first side. You want to get your braid as tight as possible to the end. Hold it there. You've already wound up your wire, and I'm going to go ahead and start a couple of the rounds. I made this one a little bit longer just so I could get a couple more rounds here. And the end, this one's going to be a little bit different because we're going to add the closure to this one. So we're just going to wind it around, and pretty much we're just going to go all the way around on this one. I take this jump ring here, and I'm going to feed it through a bunch of these loops. And then I have a little hook right here, and I'm going to feed that through. And I know these are all like wonky colors. It's because it's what I have. I'm using what I have in my stash. And then this gets clasped into that. And there we go. There's our little binding right there. Now down at the bottom here, I'm going to find an opening. I have a really, really big jump ring. So I'm just going to feed this through right here. And I'm going to find an opening somewhere in the bottom here. And I'm just going to close this up. And that is as hard as that gets. And I think this is actually big enough to fit around my neck. It is. I don't even have to like undo that clasp. And then that fits around my neck right there, and it matches the earrings. I mean, it's so easy. There's so many fun things that you can do with all the real leather and different colors, combinations that you could make, and just have fun with it. You can find all these products over at your big box stores. Just look for the Real Leather logo, and then you can also find them online. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out all the other amazing videos that you can see here at Real Leather, and I'll see everybody again soon. Bye-bye.